Hello everyone, it's Hitesh. Today we'll be looking at a recent game. So first of all, let's take a look at the match table of this year's B1-Class ranking league here. So in B1-Class, we have 13 players and they play 13 games per player. And the 12 games are just being played this month, and we only have the last game on March to finish this league. And the rules of B1-Class is that the top 2 player will go to the A class next year. And the thing is, we already know that 2 player. It is here, number 4, Watanabe, the Ryu-Oh, and number 5, the Ki-Oh, Toshiaki Kubo. I can see these players, they both are 2 losses, and all other players have no less than 4 losses, you see. So that's why we already know the winner of this league. Well, yeah, they're the biggest names in this league is the 2 title holders. Another title holder, Fukaura, has 4 losses, by the way. And if you look at the last game, Fukaura played against Watanabe and he lost the game. So, yeah, this was a very important game last time. Watanabe beat Fukaura. So, yes, finally, we're going to have Watanabe playing in A class next year. Yeah, finally. Although he's been very good to be holding duo for very long, it'll take many years for a young player to go up to A class. So he finally did that, and we're going to see a very exciting A class game next year, having Watanabe and Kubo. So anyway, in this video, we're going to take a look at one of the games in this table. Oh, actually, previously, I've shown you a game in this table. I was here, Watanabe versus Yashiki. If you remember, I showed that game. And today, we're going to take a look at a very important game here, which is the 8th game. You see, it's Watanabe versus Kubo. Yeah, the game against the top 2 players. And actually, Watanabe won that game. And it's a very, very important game for Watanabe because before that game, you see the circles, Watanabe already had 2 losses. On the other hand, Kubo had no loss. So if Watanabe had lost this game, it would have been hopeless for him to win this league. But he won against Kubo, so he kept 2 losses, also adding a loss to Kubo's table. So it's a very, very important game. And also, actually, we saw a very cool techniques in the endgame. So that's why I'm going to show you that game to you in this video. Alright, black is Watanabe, white is Kubo. Pawn 7f, 3d, 2f, and 5d, signaling Gokigen central rook. Black played 2e, rook 5e, as in Joseki line. And here we adopted bishop 2b promote, which is called Maruyama vaccine. Yeah, it's a vaccine against Gokigen central rook. Silver recaptures gold 5h, king castles, and king castles. Well, in Maruyama vaccine, black usually plays silver to 7h instead of just going to castle. But in this game, Watanabe just started castle. So king 7b, silver to 4h, silver 3c, 4f, trying to protect the 5f square when the pawn is pushed to 5e. Okay, king castles, silver 7b, half middle castle, silver to 4g. Okay, now the silver to 3c has this meaning. It's this much. It's rook to 2b. So the silver is not only protecting this square, but also he's going to attack this square at any time. Okay, pawn 1f, maybe making room for the knight to protect the second file. King 3b, instead of using it to castle, he uses it this way. That means he's gonna try a rook trade, actually. So what I mean is, because of this gold on 3b, he can go for rook trade. Because this gold defends a wide area from black's rook drop. So that's his next aim. Okay, but pawn to 3f. Okay, now the knight can develop, protecting the 2e square and also attacking the silver and 5c square. A very good move. Pawn 1d, knight 3g. Well, actually, now it's not so easy for white to attack on 2d square, because if you go for the rook trade, black can just accept it, and maybe knight 4 is simply attacking, threatening to promote anytime, which leaves these pieces as floating piece. So white won't be able to attack like that. So white suddenly played lands to 1c. Well, very interesting. Well, this move was made because the knight has moved to this way, and that means he lost protection on 1g square, protection on the first file. White is aiming to move the rook to 1b and attack the first file. Well, if white succeeds in that attack, it will be very good for white, so black has to do something about it. But Watanabe seems he knew about this last move. He immediately dropped the bishop to 5c. Okay, now the bishop can promote to either side, this way or this way. So the only way to stop black from making a horse is bishop drop to 4d, for example. So it's attacking the land, so black has to take it. And if, silver recaptures, now white can attack on the 2d square, right? So that's the meaning of that bishop drop to 5c. Well, this bishop drop has been possible all the way since the rook has moved to 2b, right? Black could do that anytime, but he now done that, knowing it will probably met by bishop to 4d. But actually, KUBO didn't reply to that by bishop drop to 4d. He played rook to 1b. Yeah, he went for the first file. Okay, so black promotes to 2f, protecting the first file. But then he drops a bishop to 4d. Yeah, because it's still a horse length fork, so black has to take it. So yeah, it's kind of black lost one move, but it's okay because if silver recaptures, black can go for the second file, and if pawn recaptures, as in the actual game, black can now play rook to 2f, protecting the first file. And this is possible only after the pawn is pushed to 4d, because otherwise the bishop drop on 4d would occur. So that's why black made a turn loss and made white push this pawn up to 4d. A well, brilliant idea. Okay, now it may be the time for white to attack on the first file, but actually white didn't do that, and he calmly moved the gold to 4b. So he's trying to utilize that idle piece on 3b to 4b, trying to use it in the castle. So black calmly plays silver to 6h2, and white doesn't attack yet. Pawn to 9d. Okay, black replies, and gold to 5b sideways. Still castles, so black goes ahead silver to 7g. Okay, now finally white goes for first file. Pawn 1e, pawn takes, land takes. Okay, if land takes it, rook recaptures, and you see a land jump on 1f, right? It seems the rook is dead, but actually at that point white can attack with bishop to 1g, so that'll be good for white. The difference of the hardness of castle is huge, so black can't do that. So what he did was pawn up to 1f, land stakes, and black took it with the rook. So white is down material by lands, but it's okay. What white's want to do here is he just want to try the rook and attack black's king. So, well, he's going to drop his major piece, and he chose bishop to 2h. Rook to 1g is also a fork, but he thought taking the knight with the horse on 3g is better, a better piece formation. Okay, so rook 1a, bishop takes 3g, rook takes 2a, still black is up material by lands, rook 1h. Okay, this is a very powerful attack. It's attacking the lands, and also it's threatening to take out this silver with the horse in the next move, because I see the gold is pinned to the king. So it seems silver move to 7g wasn't a very good in this viewpoint. Okay, so gold to 6h upward. Okay, but here's a very cool move again. Silver to 4b, activating the idle piece, making the castle harder. Now he can draw back his silver to 5b in the next move. Well, it's a very good castle. Okay, black goes for the king's weak point. Pawn to 7e, going for king's temple. Okay, rook takes lands, and knight drop to 8f. Alright, obviously black is aiming for this pawn push, or the edge attack. Okay, dragon to 1i, but black goes pawn to 7d. Well, of course, white can't take it, so he played silver to 5a, and the lance drop to 7e. Well, the reason it's not 7f is that after this knight drop, black can save his silver to here, and that's why he dropped it the lance to 7e. Well, if this pawn can promote in the next move, it will be a disaster for white, so now white has to take the pawn with pawn to 7d, so black can now make this very powerful check on 7d and king to 9b. And of course, there's this proverb, push the edge pawn against an edge king, so pawn to 9e. Alright, now it's not a threat mate, but now black takes this pawn in the next move, and that will be a very good position for black, because, you know, the dragon can anytime take out this silver and drop it to here. So that means actually this position is 3 initiatives to mate for black. Taking a pawn, taking the silver, and dropping to here, and it's a checkmate. So white has to find a very fast attack against black's king, and he did was pawn drop to 7f, attacking the silver. Okay, black just took it, and another pawn drop to 7g. Okay, he took it with the gold. Okay, now this rank became weak again, so KUBO played dragon to 1h, once again threatening to take out this silver in the next move. Well, you know, if black just goes for the king, white can just take it, and maybe this is a threat mate, right? And while black's king is still in 2 initiatives to mate, so that'll be good for white. So black has to find a way to delay white's attack, and this is where we saw very brilliant tactics by Watanabe. He first dropped a pawn to 1i, trying to draw the dragon out of that rank. So, you know, if white takes it, now that threat is off, so black can go for this pawn, and black is faster. So actually, KUBO couldn't take this pawn, so he played dragon to 2h, saving his dragon. Alright, however, here's another great tactic. It was bishop drop to 1g, a sacrifice. Well, now the dragon has to get out of this rank. I mean, if he just goes ahead taking this silver, black can take this dragon. Well, the thing is, taking the gold on here is not a threat mate, so black can drop a rook, king runs, and he can simply make a very powerful threat mate, and it's win for black. So actually, white has no choice but to take the bishop with the dragon. So the dragon is now delayed, so black can now take the pawn on 9d. Okay, now black's attack is faster, and actually black is winning here. Well, he still has very good tactic of pawn drop to 9e, black takes it, and then bishop drop to 8d, protecting the square and also attacking the lance. It's pretty good, but pawn promotion, knight recaptures, lance takes. Well, white could take it with the bishop. Maybe it'll be met by this knight drop, I guess. But anyway, white didn't like that, and he took it with the king. And here's a very good in-between move of pawn to 7c by Watanabe. Well, this pawn drop seems a little bit slow, but it's okay. If white just goes ahead taking this, black's not going to recapture. It's too dangerous, so black just takes it. And, you know even if white takes the gold, it's actually a checkmate with this pawn drop. Takes it, knight drop. If he runs, a silver check, pawn drop, and checkmate. He takes the silver sack and take the bishop and checkmate. Right? So actually, white can't ignore that attack on the silver on 7b. So, well, if he takes it, knight drop to 8e is a fork. So he ran to 8a. But pawn to 9d, king takes, and gold to 8f. A very good advance. Okay, dragon 1i, silver 8e, king runs, pawn drop, and king goes back to 9b. And he finally takes the bishop, pawn recaptures, and the winning move of knight drop to 9e. Threatening a bishop drop, and also threatening to take out the silver next move and drop it to here. So it was a hopeless position for white, and KUBO resigned. So congratulations for Watanabe on this game, Now, after all, these 2 players will go up to the A-Class next year, and we're going to see a very exciting A-Class. So let's not miss the A-Class next year. Let's keep watching. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.